Before buying one of the most expensive phones on the market, I bet you're wondering how it holds up after 5 months of usage. In this video we'll cover the pros and cons of the S7 Edge and let you decide whether or not it's worth the buy. Let's start off with the very few cons that this phone does have. The first is dust. For some reason you get an unremovable line of dust under the home button and speaker grille. I've tried everything to remove it, but nothing was small enough to get under the glass and remove the dust. This is not just a problem with my device. Apparently, after a couple of weeks, almost all the S7s developed this problem. So if you're the type of person to let something like that bother you, it's a factor to consider before buying the phone. Right under the display, you get your home button that also acts as a fingerprint sensor. It's not as fast as the OnePlus 3's sensor, but it's quite fast and works most of the time. Below that, we got our down-facing speakers, which are average at best. But that's because this phone is water resistant, so it's forgiven. The water resistance works pretty well and can save your phone from accidents, but it shouldn't be used as a GoPro by any means. It's water resistant, not waterproof, meaning if your phone suffers water damage, Samsung is not responsible, so be careful. Now let's talk about the display. The S7 Edge has the best display on any smartphone. The 5.5-inch Quad HD display is unmatched, so if you're the type of person to watch a lot of video on your phone, this is the best phone to do it with. Next up is the camera. The 12.5 megapixel camera is up there in the best smartphone cameras of the year. It handles extremely well in low light and has an exceptional amount of modes and options to choose from. The video is very good too. It can film up to 4K and has optical image stabilization. And the 8 megapixel front facing camera is very good as well. Here are some example pictures. The software on this phone is pretty good. If you choose the Google Launcher, you get a pretty close to stock Android experience, which in my opinion is the best interface Android has to offer. Also, this phone is fast. With 4 gigs of RAM, tasks and operations are handled extremely smooth. Even during gaming, the frame rate rarely drops. Overall, this phone has been my daily driver for around 6 months, and it barely ever lets me down. This phone gets a solid 9.5 on 10. It's near perfect in my opinion. So if you're on the market and considering the S7 Edge, I hope this review helped. Thanks for watching.